This is an Insane Cast production. You're listening to Thanks for Watching the All Movies Podcast. With your cast, Beth, DJ, Jimmy. And now, thanks for watching.
Welcome to Thanks for Watching episode 53. Yay! You know, if we do it week by week, so episode 53 is like well over like 52 weeks, which is like a year, which to me is like huge to me. It's just like we've gone over the year, even like a regular year. And I don't even know how we caught up to 53, because I know we had like a 3-week hiatus because Penny was in the hospital for a while. I don't know.
Right. And like I was moving and
you were moving and yeah, so 53 episodes already. This is insane. You can't stop us now. We're on a roll and we are snowballing right through your town. That's all I have to say about that.
Yep. I mean, definitely.
Yes. Well, okay. So I'm DJ. All right. And hanging out with us is
Beth.
Yay, it's Beth. You'll notice Jimmy's not on this week because he is still on his little hiatus, still getting used to the work way up in Riverside. He's far, far away. But we'll see. So we'll get him on. Don't you worry. He was also a little under the weather, so, you know, we're letting him heal, get better, and get into time schedule. There we go. I'll get it.
Get into the swing of things up there.
Into the swing of things. So let's talk about our rundown, shall we?
Okay.
It's pretty close to the same, like, every week, except for How to Train Your Dragon World's Edge? Did I say that right?
Nope.
I knew I was going to mess it up, and I didn't.
How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World.
The Hidden World. I was just totally thinking Pirates of the Caribbean.
I know you.
Dear. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, good. And then Fighting with My Family.
Cool.
Then somewhere we'll have box office numbers, some streaming challenge, next week's openings, future films. I have some interesting future films to talk about, and a new discussion question. And now, I didn't get to talk to Beth about the discussion question, but I already have an idea what it's going to be.
Oh.
So
cool, I can handle it.
I'm just going to throw it down, and then everybody's going to say, DJ, what a great idea.
Okay.
All right, but in the meantime, we'll swim through the show. Entertainment news. Hey.
Last night was the Oscars.
It was the Oscars, but before we get into that, Peter Tolk died on Thursday. Do you remember this gentleman? He was the drummer in Hey Hey We're the Monkeys.
Oh, what a bummer.
I know. So, wow. I was shocked. One of my mom's favorite bands, which wasn't even really a band.
Yeah.
So, but they sure made a lot of music, which is kind of cool. So, music we all loved.
Torque. Peter Tork.
Didn't I say that? Peter Tork?
Nope. You said Tolk.
Tolk. It's written Tork right in my notes. How is this possible?
Thank you, Joe, for helping with that, because I was confused AF. I I was like, who is he talking about? Thank you. Thank you for that. Makes way more sense.
I appreciate that. This live feedback is just actually quite awesome. Can you imagine if newscasters today had live feedback like this? Might be better news. Oh yeah, Beth.
I don't
Oscars.
know.
Oscars. Yeah. Oscars. Did you watch the Oscars?
Of course I watch the Oscars. I watch the Oscars every year.
So Green Book won Best Picture.
It did.
That was
real
cool.
Good. Yeah, I was happy to hear it. Me
too. I mean, I guess we kind of predicted that one in one of the shows, right?
I don't remember anymore.
we were debating on that one or A Star Is Born, and so I'm glad Green Book won.
Well, Gaga won for the song.
She did. She did.
I really would like to take a second to talk about Olivia Colman's Oscar speech.
Best Actress. Yes.
Was so good. It was so very clear that she was not expecting to win, so she didn't write anything down.
Right.
It was such a real, honest, genuine, hilarious Oscar speech that involved a fart noise. I mean, she's my hero of the day. I'm so glad that she won.
She did amazing. That speech was hilarious, and yet
it was so good.
Totally genuine.
Yeah, she didn't, absolutely.
You could tell she didn't know what to say. And the end of the speech, and Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
she was bewildered.
She's telling Glenn Close, this isn't the way I wanted it to go.
Right? She was totally banking on Glenn Close winning that Oscar.
That was hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think that she made the moment of the Oscar moment of the year. I thought it was so great.
I'm so glad that didn't happen during commercial break.
Right. Well, they wouldn't do that during commercial break. It's Best Actress. If it was going to be anything, it would have been Best Sound Mixing or something.
Isn't that what it was? Sound mixing and editing was say, oh, we're going to make that during commercial break.
But they didn't.
Oh, they didn't? Oh,
no,
wow.
I saw them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember
Bohemian Rhapsody won for both of them.
Yes, I saw that. Holy moly.
So.
And then Rami Malek for Best Actor in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. He was very good with his speech. It's cool.
He was rushed. He had EMTs there helping him. What happened? I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
He fell off the stage and ended up getting hurt.
Oh no!
Yeah, that must have happened during a break.
I didn't see that. So
okay.
Oops. Poor guy.
So yeah,
I mean. At least he didn't fall up the stairs like Jennifer Lawrence, tripping on her dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But, I mean, she took that pretty well when she did it. She was just like, well, I'm a dork. Keep going.
Yeah, right. And that would be my biggest fear, right?
Right?
Fall down on stage like that.
Just be like, oh, I'm so happy. My feet are numb. My brain is broken. I'm face first in front of Glenn Close and Lady Gaga and all these famous people who are my heroes.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Going back to Olivia Colman, though.
She's so great.
Those, and Melissa McCarthy, just being amongst those people?
Well, she's a brilliant actress. She's really, really good. Just nobody ever gets to take her seriously because she's having so much fun being funny. And it happens to all of us. It happened with Robin Williams. It took forever. How many of those serious, sad, boo-hoo, oh, I'm ugly crying movies was he in before he won an Oscar? A lot.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. A ton. And she's great. She's a good comedian.
Oh, yeah.
So it's no wonder that she was on stage wowing the crowd the way she did.
Right, with her bunnies.
I'm sorry. I couldn't get over that still. I just had to go back to it.
It was pretty funny. My mom loves that.
I love I love what she said about her kids. My kids are at home, and if you're not...
Well,
what did she use? She used a great British term. Good on you or something.
It was pretty funny.
It was. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she was very, very genuine and honest, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I would invite her to a party any day.
Me too.
But I don't have a lot of parties, so I'd just be like, hey, come over and we'll watch some TV or something.
And pet the dog.
Yeah, definitely that.
And pet the dog.
That's the law of the house. If you can't pet dogs, you might as well just
not be there.
Not pet the dogs. I mean, I won't outlaw you from my house if you can't pet the puppies, but they would love you.
Our dog and cat shared the watering hole today, which rarely ever happens.
First thing, our first time.
Yeah, and the cat finally realized that it wasn't the other cat that usually drinks from the watering hole.
Oh, no.
And was like, oh, and then sniffs the dog a little bit and then licks the dog's ear. I was like,
oh, nice.
That's cute.
Good job.
Yeah. So
sadly, Adam Driver did not win Best Supporting Actor, but
he did not.
But Mahershala Ali did, and he's very good as well. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
I mean, I would always like my favorite people to win things, but you know, it doesn't always happen that way. But you know, shout out to Mr. AD.
Yeah,
because we all know he's listening.
He is listening. He's one of our avid listeners. Be nice if he was a Patreon member. That would be cool.
Oh my god.
Then he could listen in like Crackhead Blue
like
does.
Joe is.
Yeah. See. So all right. I was sad about the Spike Lee not getting Best Director though. I think that
but he got an Oscar. He did get
that's true.
It was Best Adapted Screenplay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was so happy to be up there.
Right?
Like, he karate chop hugged Samuel L. Jackson.
Like you do.
I mean, I would, if given the chance. I'd be like, hey, you're awesome.
Yeah. Roma got some stuff, right?
Yep, won some things.
Cinematography.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, don't. Do we have to say it again? Cinematography. Yes, and no cinnamon
like
involved.
You were saying cinnamon.
I know.
It's like he's baking an apple pie. Cinematography.
And I was looking at it going, I know I'm going to say this right. I know I'm going to say it right. And then I said it all wrong. Oy. But hey, Black Panther, Best Production Design.
There you go.
Best
costuming,
costume,
I believe.
Yeah. Yep. So loving that. That's kind of cool. And I think I pegged this one when we talked about it. Best makeup and hairstyle, Vice.
Oh, I think you did say that because you were talking about how Christian Bale looks nothing like Dick Cheney.
Yeah, and then he did.
It was magic.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I thought their makeup was pretty darn good. Just have to say.
Definitely.
Best original song, A Star Is Born.
Yeah, Lady Gaga and her crew.
Best original score, Black Panther.
It was good. And did you see that guy? He was like, honestly, he was like a dude we would hang out with.
Yeah. Ludwig.
His tux with his long hair and just being like, hey guys. I totally put together this score for this movie. It's pretty cool. Oh, also, can I take a moment to talk about Jason Momoa and his pink tuxedo with matching scrunchie? Did you see the scrunchie he had for his hair? It was hysterical.
I missed it.
Of it. It was so funny. I'll post it on the Instagram.
Okay, throw it up on the Instagram. I need to get you the username and password for the Patreon so you can stick it up on there too.
Oh, that would be cool.
Because it's like the Instagram where you can put a little story, I guess you can call it, and people can scroll through that and all that fun stuff. So that'll be fun.
I went to look up a picture and I just saw a news story that says Jason Momoa responds to the Girl Scout who sold out boxes of cookies by putting a shirtless picture of him on the box.
Whoa.
That's genius. Is what that is. That's like the kid who sold out her cookies parked out front of a weed dispensary. That's smart.
Yep, that is brilliant.
Yes.
What are you teaching your children? Supply and demand?
There you go. Okay, so sorry, moving on. I got distracted by
No, that's all right. I get it. I totally get it. Visual effects, First Man. I don't think I would have ever gone there. But I see it. I mean, because Star Wars story probably
Solo, yeah. I mean, I was a little confused by that too. But then I also, when it happened, I did make the joke about about how some people say that the whole moon landing was a hoax anyway. So I'm like, hey, this is old effects.
There you go. Look, they just did it over again. Oh, okay, I see that.
Guys.
The same effects from 1969. Sure.
That's right. Jeez Louise. But, congrats to everybody who won. Good job,
That's
guys.
True. Very good. I also called the best animated film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
You did. You totally sold that. And I was like, not sure, but it happened. You were right.
Then it was still Disney. Wait, sort of. I mean, ish.
I don't think it was.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Hey, but foreign language film, Roma again.
Yeah.
Documentary, Free Solo. I was really shocked to see that one, but okay, good.
Oh yeah, the crazy climb the mountain with no anything to keep you from falling to your doom. Yeah, I was pretty surprised by that myself.
Yeah. I didn't see any of these documentary shorts, so I can't say if they were any good or not. So, but period, end of sentence was the winner.
Oh man, they were so funny.
Yeah?
Yeah, did you hear them? It was a lot of period jokes in their speech.
Really? I didn't hear them.
Yeah.
But
it was pretty funny.
That's actually a title that would make me want to go see it. So I'll have to look for it.
It's about
eventually.
menstruation. So if that's not something you really want to... I'm pretty sure it's about...
that kind of period.
Yeah. That's why... Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was about, helping the young girls in another country either understand or get the products that they need to help with those situations. I believe that was what it was about. I am not 100% sure on that. I'm speaking out of my ear, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that was what that was about.
Okay, good. Then
maybe you won't see it.
You'll
probably still see it. Who are we kidding?
I'd probably still see it. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best animated short. Bao. I knew I was going to do it wrong.
It was the little bun movie, the little movie.
That was the great film. I enjoyed that one too. So, and I got to see that one.
Cute.
I liked One Small Step as well. I saw that one. Okay. So, I don't think I saw Animal Behavior, nor Weekends, or Late Afternoon. So, darn it. Yep. And then a live-action short, Skin. Mm-hmm. That one, I didn't see any of these, though.
Yeah, so you're just not sure.
Detainment Fave. See, they do this on purpose. They put these titles so they know I'm not going to say them right. How about this one? I got this one down. Mother.
Okay. Good job.
Thank you.
Proud.
Thank you. Marguerite,
yeah.
Thank you. All right. That's it. I'm done with this.
Okay.
The Oscars. It'd be fun.
The Oscars.
The Oscars.
What would be fun?
But you know what would be really fun is if we did a live broadcast while the Oscars were going, and just you and I.
I had seriously considered live tweeting it.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of did to 4 different people.
Oh, neat.
I think I started texting with you, and then I was texting myself so I would have notes. And then I was texting with my friend Jesse, and then I ended up texting with my friend Tracy. So
holy moly.
I have to look through all 4 chat threads to get all of my thoughts.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it was a mess. Next time I'll just do it on Twitter or Instagram or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wonderful.
I think that's our news. Boy, that was fun. I think
you're right.
I like the Oscars. Boy, that was fun. And
like the Oscars.
I used to watch it every single year, and now that I have a podcast about movies, I get to do it again. Yep. I don't know why. The Oscars were just fun. Next up is what, the BET Awards?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. I actually want to see that too. That's going to be fun. I think I have that channel too, so it'll be even better.
All award shows.
Yeah, they're fun. If you love award shows, you should let us know. You could call us at 512-podcast. That's 512-763-2278. Yes.
Go ahead.
Also what?
Well, also, after last night, now Lady Gaga is only one away from her possible EGOT, which is the Emmys, Oscars, Grammys, Tonys. I mean, I did it wrong. It's Emmys, Grammys, Oscars, Tonys.
Okay, so Tony's
now she
coming
only
next.
needs a Tony, but,
Whoa.
I'm sure that'll happen in like 15 minutes that Lady Gaga will be on Broadway.
Yeah, right? Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it'll happen.
So, go ahead. Sorry,
That's okay.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's okay. That's okay. You can text us at that phone number that I mentioned earlier, and then our website, tfwmovies.com. There, you'll find some links, not yet, to our Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Google Plus, which I need to do. Holy moly. But soon you will. But you'll also find our email address. Shout out at tfwmovies.com. What else?
Do it.
Okay. I think that's it.
Probably.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Hey, check us
so
out
close.
on Patreon, because guess what? I will be editing and putting up a new Patreon video this Wednesday.
Nice.
It'll be up. Yeah, for Patreon listeners only. You get to hear this before everybody else. Actually, you get to see it. It's a whole video. We have a few out. They're on our webpage, www.tfwmovies.com. But so our Patreon members get to watch this way earlier than everybody else.
Super early.
So, super early. So, I shot one yesterday and editing it tomorrow. And holy moly, why do I do a podcast about speaking when I can't speak? Whoa.
Well, I mean, most of the time you can talk. Just sometimes you get a little stuck. We all do.
That's true. That's true. Anyway, patreon.com/TFW movies. Become a subscriber and get some perks.
Fancy things.
Including one of the perks, you get to listen to us live if you get a chance. Like in our little Dougal section chat thing, and talk to us as we're going. Dun, dun, dun.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
And it might mean that you get to catch the challenge a lot earlier than everybody else.
Oh.
A little bit more, I guess, challenging.
Is it?
Is it? But hey, enough about Patreon. Let's talk about films about summer.
Okay, let's hear the lists.
Yes.
I'm ready.
We have some great ones, and here are Crackhead Blues. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Here it is. Shawshank Redemption.
Good.
Ooh, yes.
It's a really good movie. Also Oscar winner, I believe.
Yeah. Stand By Me.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. The Sandlot.
Ah, yes. You're killing me, Smalls.
Yep, that one comes up again. My Girl.
Aww.
I know. Aww.
I love that movie, and then I remember the end, and I just go,
I know.
I don't want to watch this movie.
Dang it.
I love it, but I don't want to watch it because it's so sad.
Poor Macaulay Culkin.
Thomas J. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, okay, The Notebook. Oh, yes. And then she had some honorable mentions. The National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yes!
She totally stole that from my list. I know it.
Oh, it's on my list, too. That's one of my favorites.
No, and then Chef, which I really need to watch, apparently. I think I've seen it, but I don't know if I've seen it. It sounds familiar.
Chef?
So, Chef. Like a cooking chef.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
And then, but I'm a cheerleader.
Ugh.
Did I say that right?
I mean, yes, you were able to fully read the words. Good job.
Yay! Oh, dear. Okay. Okay, that's all I have for Crackhead Blue.
Good. Good job, Blue. Good list.
Yay. I don't know that I have anything for just Joe at the moment.
Joe, if you have anything, write in and I'll read it.
Write it in. Okay, Joshua Struthers, he chimed in this week. Summer Lovers.
Oh.
Yes. I don't know if I've seen that one. Huh. But maybe I have. I think it's one of those 80s films.
Probably.
All right. Now... let's see. Sean from... What's that?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Sean from the 29 Toes podcast. He says, The Sandlot. Yay! That was good. And now, Lucas from the 29 Toes podcast. He says, Heavyweights.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Teacher J.M. Strauss. Parent Trap. 1998.
Yes. Oh.
I know. I wasn't expecting that either. Cheaper by the Dozen 2.
Okay.
50 First Dates.
Definitely.
Oh, yes. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And Frozen. Got it.
Well, It does take place in the summer, technically.
It sure does. It's all about the summer.
I just watched it the other day.
Yay! So
Joe's entry is Wet Hot American Summer, and I agree. That's a great movie.
Oh, that is a great movie. Yay! Thanks, Just Joe. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Just in time for us to get into the cast version of our favorite summer films. And not films that were just released in the summer. That doesn't count.
Right. I mean...
All right.
Anyway.
Here we go.
Yeah, you first, me first.
You can go first if you like. It's rare we get to hear you first.
Okay.
No pressure.
No, I mean... Can't pressure me. I really like a lot of the really goofy old camp movies. Like one of my favorite summer movies, hands down, Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yes.
It is ridiculous in so many ways. There's so many things that are just like, what? But I love it.
Ridiculous is fun.
Yes. Also, I love Camp Nowhere, which is the one where all the kids like make their own summer camp.
Yes.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah. That was
also, Summer Vacation is a brilliant movie. And I have a special spot in my heart for all of the National Lampoon movies because Clark Griswold is, in fact, my dad. So that's my life.
That's your life.
Yeah. Also, Grease.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not Crack Hood Blue's favorite. I don't think she doesn't like that one.
Sorry, Blue.
Or maybe she likes it, but not as one of her favorites. I don't know.
I mean,
the original High School Musical, right?
Sleepaway Camp. That's okay.
Good one.
All right. I did not come up with that. I'm not sure if it was Joe or Blue, but it came through the chat with Joe texting. So.
Okay.
It was one of them's.
Oh, and you just read it through. That's funny.
Yeah. Out to Sea. I love Out to Sea. Is a movie that takes place on a cruise ship. It's a great movie. And I'm sure some others. I mean, there are so many. Troop Beverly Hills.
Ooh.
Classic.
Yes. There you go.
Now I'm just looking over at my movies going, that counts.
This one counts. There you go. Oh, boy.
So many that count. So many. So I'm just going to stop there because those are all good choices.
Okay. All right. Great ones. Here's my little list.
The Music Man. The Music Man.
The Music Man. Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
All right. Are you ready? I'm surprised nobody picked Friday the 13th, part 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really shocked about that. Yeah.
At a summer camp.
Right? At a summer camp. It's not my favorite, but I knew it was in there. I was like, who's going to pick that? Nobody picked it.
Just
well.
DJ.
But
it's good.
Scary.
See,
scary
the thing is with these lists is that we can only come up with so many at the time we're making our lists. And then when people say this, you're just like, oh, yeah, why didn't I think about that?
Yeah.
So all of these count for me. These are all great movies that I love.
They are great movies. Okay, here's my list. Okay, you ready?
Do it.
I did Frozen,
Good.
I did Grease.
Yep.
Addams Family Values.
Oh, see?
Yep.
Why did I think of that?
That's a fun one. American Pie.
Mm-hmm. See?
I thought that was funny. And then Dirty Dancing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then I picked Parent Trap 1961.
I like both the Parent Trap.
They are really good. I like them both too.
So secretly, my friend and I tried to Parent Trap our parents, and we failed miserably. So.
Oh, I wonder how that failed.
It was a terribly flawed plan.
Yeah, I'll say.
So,
oh my goodness,
we tried, but it didn't happen. So go ahead.
No, that's it. That was it. Parent Trap was my last one.
Good list.
So, and by the way, all the vacations were on there, but I was like,
yeah,
all right,
Egon, stop.
Yes, we can't beat a dead grandma. That's.
Oh, don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know, right?
Don't. Oh no.
Sorry.
Yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna have to see that again.
It's a great movie.
Anyway. Okay.
Moving on,
shall we? You know what time it is? It's time to talk about stuff we're putting in our eyes.
Okay, so hold on.
Yes,
because
holding.
Joe has now said technicality. DJ
Oh.
American Pie takes place during the school year. Their aim is to lose their virginity by prom night. Just saying. Yes, but we weren't saying movies that take place during the summer.
They were all about the band camp thing that happens during the summer. I think that's where I was headed.
Because also Grease doesn't take place during the summer. Grease is during the school year.
Yes.
Just have prominent summer situations in them.
I think that, yeah, exactly. And I can't help it, but I like everything, so...
It's true. So we're going to just bend every rule possible. And I felt like such a jerkwad Nazi about when I was picking it apart. Was it 2 weeks ago when I was just nope, doesn't count. So I'm trying not to be such
So in this film, it was all about space travel, but it was during December, and in it was a letter that says, "Have a nice summer," and so it counted.
Okay, that might be stretching it.
Okay, you're right. That one might be stretching. All right. So, okay.
I mean, in Greece, there's a huge pair of musical numbers about the summer. That's why I picked Grease, because of that. And the band camp, because they just kept, this one time at band camp, and it was funny. And they're talking all about going towards the things that they're going to do during... Actually, you probably want American Pie, too, because that one did take place during the summer.
Yeah.
But it's just... There's so many... Oh, my God. Why am I doing this?
Because this is fun.
No, nobody wants to listen to me, tear crap apart like this. Go, move forward. Jeez Louise.
This makes me laugh. I'm sorry. Out loud, even. I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay, well, so shall we go back with the stuff we're putting in our eyes?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's start with fighting with my family.
Okay, fight with
All right. Well, it's your typical love story between a brother, sister, mother, and father, and they all fight each other in a wrestling ring, of course.
Good.
So the brother and sister want to join the WWE, and after many years waiting, the WWE wants to audition them through a little company called NXT. And so they do this big thing where they're wrestling each other and just doing all this stuff. And they end up picking what they call, what's her name? Saraya Knight?
I don't know.
She ends up picking, her name is Paige.
Oh.
And then, and Zach, the brother, was, kind of upset because he really wanted to be a wrestler and all that. So they picked the girl over him, and so Paige now is floundering in the United States trying to find her own way, her own wrestling way, and she's up against models and I guess maybe ex-strippers.
Oh.
just as, because, it's the pretty face running around the ring, beating each other up, and here she is, an actual wrestler, somebody who actually likes to wrestle. And so she's trying to find her own way throughout the film. Well, eventually her brother stops talking to her because, well, he's still a little upset that, she got the job he wanted. But there's this neat realization and stuff where it turns out that he's actually really a great coach that gets people to where they need to be. And then there's this side story in the WWE where somebody super famous, like, say, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, is elevated to superpower because of somebody who coached him in a great way. So it's a really neat parallel that goes on there. Yeah. It was a really great film. And let me tell you, I was sitting in my chair, laying down in my chair at the movie theaters, like squirming, like just loving all the wrestling moves and stuff, because it just put me back to when I was a kid watching these things. It was awesome. And, it's the difference, though, is when I watched, there was Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage, Roberts, Jake the Snake,
Junkyard Dog, Roddy Piper.
Right, and even Andre the Giant was still alive.
Oh.
I know. Yes. And so when I was watching this film, I was like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I had stopped watching wrestling by the time he started coming in.
Right.
So, I mean, I do remember Roddy Piper or something like that. There was a guy in a kilt, so that was significant.
Roddy Piper.
Yeah. So, but then started like going away. So when apparently this is a true story, because this gal Paige really set the tone for women wrestlers back in the day. And that was about the time when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was actually really famous as a wrestler.
Right.
So I thought this was really fascinating. And I was like, I wish I had known this wrestler and how it would work, how she did her thing. So one of the funniest scenes was the dinner between what's his name? The brother, Zach. The dinner between Zach and his girlfriend's family. And the girlfriend's family is a little posh, I guess, or uppity. And this family is definitely like, I don't know, tattooed, beer drinking, beards. They don't say things without a cuss word. That kind of a family. And so seeing these two together was just very comical. So, anyway, I like this film. I would have to rate this a 9. It was really high up there on the list. I recommend going to see that, especially if you ever watched wrestling. You need to go see it. You got to put this one in your eyes because it's a great one. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was funny, and you know how I hate it when they put stuff at the end of the film. So and so did this. It's all written down. So and so did this, and then so and so did that, and the murderer got away, and da 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 da. Well, they had writing at the end, but it was readable.
Oh,
isn't that great?
That's awesome.
They must have made it like 3rd grade level for people like me. So it was perfect. I know. But it was still really good. I really enjoyed it. It's funny. It's heartwarming. It'll make you want to cry. It had all of that. It had every emotion that you could think of. And an emotion where you wanted to throw your phone at the screen and say, "Why are you doing that?"
Ooh, don't throw your phone.
No, don't. You could hit somebody.
You'll be unhappy.
Yeah, or break your phone. That's expensive. $1,000 phone? Holy moly.
Oh, yeah, you have an iPhone.
Yeah, I'm a dork. But okay, so enough about that one. I'm good. That's all I have to say about that. Go put it in your eyes. You really need to, if you get a chance to, go over there and see it. So
okay.
That's it. So next we have How to Train Your Dragon.
The Hidden World.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I wrote a little bit here. Let me say something. It's your classic love story between a boy and his dragon and his girlfriend struggling with a wedding somewhere in the middle of it all.
A classic love story between a boy and his dragon and his girlfriend and his dragon's girlfriend. And
yes, I forgot the dragon's girlfriend. How could I?
How could you forget the dragon's girlfriend? It's so vital to the storyline, really DJ.
Is. I know, you're right. You're right.
She's so cute.
She is cute. She is, a great little light fury.
Yeah, Egon was very offended.
Sorry, Egon.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that doggy wants to talk.
Hey,
he wants to say stuff.
Chill out, you hobo.
So tell me, what did you think of this film? If you get a chance.
I just got sneezed on.
Yes.
I liked it. I was a little worried because I've read the books and I don't want the dragons to have to go away. I mean, the whole point of these movies is that they got to be friends and that they were better together than they would be apart. And that is one of the things that I love about the How to Train Your Dragons movies. The first one is seriously possibly top 5.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the second one is a little less for me just because I get really sad.
Yeah.
And I don't like movies that make me cry. Right. So I was coming into this one thinking, oh God, get ready for the ugly cry. But I didn't ugly cry. I was really happy. I felt like I was happy with how it ended and how they all how they resolved it. It felt resolved. It didn't feel like, oh, now everybody's miserable. It was like everybody got a happy ending, and I really liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
A total spoiler, clearly.
Yeah, very much.
I mean,
but it was
great. Were you really expecting anybody who goes into this movie expecting like the dragon killer to actually kill Toothless? You're confused. This isn't Game of Thrones.
No, it's not.
This is How to Train Your Dragon. This is a kids movie.
Yep.
So, it's
a kids movie. It's a kids book.
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I would give it probably an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just give it a 9.
There you go. Just throw it out there.
Yeah.
I love the sheep in this, by the way.
Yeah, the sheep dressed as dragons so the dragons won't eat them?
Yes.
So good.
I thought that was brilliant. That must have been Hiccup's idea, that's for sure.
Probably. I mean, that's a pretty... yeah. And extra points for Gobber, played by Craig Ferguson, because I just adore him. And at one point, he has, instead of his arm, because it got eaten by a dragon before the first movie, as most of us know, he had a spoon for his hand so he could eat his food.
Yes.
And also, the big dragon who just gets really excited and knocks over the whole town in the beginning.
Yes.
That's my dog.
That's
there.
Egon. Yeah.
Like backing up, super excited, and just knocking over the whole town. So, yeah, I loved it. I really enjoyed it, and I will go see it again. Maybe not in the... Yeah, I will go see it again in the theater because there's nothing quite like Flying with Dragons.
Yeah, I'm going to go see it on Tuesday again.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Totally.
So, if you like the How to Train Your Dragons movies, go put this fun in your eyes.
Yes, do. You know what? The second one though didn't go to theaters, did it?
Yeah,
I want to say. Oh, did it? Oh, I couldn't remember if it did.
You're talking about all the ones on Netflix, all the the Curse of the Bone Napper and the Dragon Racing one. Those are all like series that were on TV.
Oh, okay. That confused me for a second there. So, okay, good.
But the second one was definitely in the theaters.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember seeing it in the theaters, but I don't know. It was one of those things.
Everyone lost their minds when like Hiccup took off his helmet and he looked like a animated man instead of an animated fishbone boy. Like, I think one of my friends said it the best, which is just all, wow, congratulations on the face, yo.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty funny.
You know, Hiccup's costume in this was actually pretty amazing.
So cool. I loved all of their armor. Like,
yes.
I could seriously talk about this movie for hours just because there were so many little nuances. And that's one of the things that I really respect about DreamWorks is that they don't just... Well, most of the animation companies now. Like, Illumination does really good. Sony Animation, who did...
Bringing it up.
What's oh my god, it's one of my favorites. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
There it is.
Like, there is so much to see in that, in every frame.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's really, like, kicking it in the butt with their animation these days, and I respect it. I'm stoked. Every time I see a new animated movie trailer, I'm just like, woohoo! What's gonna happen now?
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Okay. In our future films, we have some animated, at least one animated to talk about.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. You know what? I give it a 9 as well. 9 out of 10. It was really good.
It was good.
I totally enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
I really want one of those dragon suits. Now, I wish I'd seen it beforehand. I would have dressed up.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait, which one? The one, like, the flying squirrel suit?
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
See, that shows me that you didn't get to see the second one because he did that in the second one.
No, I remember him flying, but this one was all dragon, like, shedded dragon skin.
Slick. Yeah.
And, it doesn't burn. I mean, unless you don't cover up your butt.
I like how they showed us how they dragon fireproofed all their clothes.
Yep.
Like, crush up some scales with dragon spit, span it on, and then
there it is.
Let Toothless just rush it.
That was crazy. I was seeing Toothless, though, fly for the first time without Hiccup. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
That was.
It was like, oh.
It was like, growing up.
Our baby's all grown up, exactly.
And got a girlfriend. I don't know if I approve yet.
Have her back by 9.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Don't be dragging this date on. Come on. I know. All right. Well, all right. It's time for our next subject, shall we? Are you ready?
Yep.
So, everybody, so last week's movie clip was A League of Their Own.
There's no crying in baseball.
There is, and is not. And then, I believe, by a few keystrokes, it was Crackhead Blue.
Oh, so speedy. She was so fast.
She was pretty quick. All right, here's the next one. All right?
Okay.
Here it is.
Yep.
Listen carefully.
I'm listening.
Hold on, let me turn up my volume.
Good idea.
There it is. Here we go.
Evacuation beginning. Evacuation complete.
All right, I could have gone a lot longer with that
It's a
clip.
really long scene.
It really is. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
I really making that joke.
There you go. Okie dokie. So, cool. Good luck. Let us know what you think. 512 podcast. Send us a text if you know what that is. I figured I needed a sequel to last week's A League of Their Own. So
really long pee scene.
Yeah, just hilarious. I don't know any other movies that have really long pee scenes.
Friend. Oh,
dear.
friend.
Is that something that we should be talking about in future films?
You're the boss.
No.
So. Why don't we talk about future films and then we'll have this conversation later?
Right, yes, huh? Exactly. Okay, so let's get into streaming, shall we? Now, for the last 2 weeks, I have put this on my show notes and have missed it every single time. I saw on Netflix a Disney documentary about Walt Disney.
Ooh.
Yes, and it was a lot about the family and the history of Walt Disney, and it's on the Netflix. And cool. it was pretty awesome. And at the end, it talks a little bit about the Disney Family Museum, which is up in San Francisco.
Right.
So
I think just had a friend take their nieces to go see that, and they were like, why isn't this about Disneyland?
I know. Well, let me tell you something. So, but yeah, it was, so Penny's been there. I have yet to go. So I would like to go see this.
I haven't been yet either. I should totally go.
Yeah. So if you'd like to get a little insight of the Walt Disney himself, check it out on Netflix. It's up there. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So we were...
do you remember what it's called? Hold on, I'll find it.
Do I remember?
Stop it.
I don't remember the exact name, but I think it was Walt Disney.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, are you? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because it was just like all about Walt Disney. That's the thing.
The man behind the myth, Walt. That one.
Could be
Walt before Mickey.
No, it wasn't that one.
Okay, so it was Walt, the man behind the myth. It has a black and white cover with Mickey and Walt in the car in front of the castle.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds right.
So, but yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. Find it on the Netflix. It was great.
Okay.
What are you streaming right now, Beth?
Right now, I am not paying attention to Ink Master at all. Although I have been watching it because I enjoy a nice, weird competition show. And lately, the tattoos have really been grabbing my attention. So I've been watching last season of Ink Master. I did watch Ink Master Angels, which was very fun because Kelly Doty is a brilliant tattoo artist and also super funny and like maybe my spirit animal. So, yeah, check that out. That's fun. Also, what have I been streaming? Oh, a lot of Disney movies. They have a lot of the latest Disney movies on demand right now. So I've watched like Frozen and Tangled and Brave, which I was watching last week, and just a lot of movies that I love, and I'll just sit and watch and fall asleep and be happy.
Somebody was telling me all the Indiana Joneses are on
oh, yeah. It was me. I told you that a few weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. You did. Somebody else told me just yet today. I was like,
oh, yeah. They're on there, and I will watch them all the time.
There you go.
I commonly watch them when I go to sleep, usually like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Or sometimes... Last night I watched Seven Brides for Seven Brothers because it was on demand. It's been just a cornucopia of movies I love, able to be streamed while I pass out.
While you pass out. All right. Well,
when you work 3 jobs, you don't go to sleep. You just pass out.
Yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Let's talk about next week's films, shall we?
Okay.
Little bit. Greta comes out next week. That looks kind of creepy.
Yeah, Greta, that's the one where the lady and the old lady.
Yes, lady and old lady. Old lady needs friends or something, and then puts a fake purse like on the subway or something. Yeah,
I'm unsure about that one. I haven't actually seen much of anything except for that she looks like a very creepy old lady.
Yeah. Isn't that Helen Mirren that does that?
So.
I think it is.
Is it?
Maybe.
I'm looking it up now.
Are you? Yeah.
I am.
Okay. Good, because I think it is. But maybe it's not. I guess maybe it's not. It could be.
I don't think it is.
And I know the gal is from the movie where she killed the horse.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not? Who is it?
It's Isabella Huppert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, she looked like Helen Mirren a little bit. Just a little bit. Anyway, hey, there's a comedy out, a Medea family funeral.
Yeah.
It's one of those Tyler Perry's films.
Yeah, really?
Yup.
A Medea movie is a Tyler Perry movie? You're kidding me.
I know. Breaking news, right?
Right?
I haven't seen anything much about this one. Apollo 11 comes out. And then another one called St. Judy, and then there's another horror film that's coming out as well, but I don't remember what it was. So, yeah.
Also,
but anyway,
I just texted you the box office numbers.
Oh, did you? Yay!
I did.
Cool.
And also a huge rundown of just all the movies I can think of that are coming out this year from Disney and how busy they're going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you are a Disney fan in the next couple of, the next 8 months, just the rest of the year, you're going to be a busy movie goer.
Totally. I hope you have A-list, because I do.
Right?
Yeah. So, box office numbers, since we mentioned it. Let's see. Number 5, Isn't It Romantic, with a 7 million this week.
Good job.
$7,121,121. That's crazy.
Oof, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. And then number 4, Fighting with My Family.
There you
That's
go.
just a little more, 7,800,000. So not too shabby. Number 3, The Lego Movie 2 with 9 million this weekend. It's amazing. I'll say.
That's intense. That's a lot.
Right? Number 3, Lego Movie 2, the second part at 9 million. Did I say that already?
You just did. Literally.
My brain is
and then
killing
we
me.
commented on it.
Yes. I'm such a dork. Number 2. Thank you very much. How come nobody's counting with me? What's going on here? Number 2.
I'm trying to catch up on other things too. Go ahead.
Got it. Alita Battle Angel at 12 million. And our number 1 this week at $55 million. How to Train Your Dragon, the Hidden World. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
So cool. See, it's because you can't not love flying with the dragons.
That's right. Exactly.
Everybody wants to go flying.
They do.
Maybe not people who have super bad fear of heights, but yeah, I'm scared of heights, but I love those movies.
You know what's interesting? And I think we talked about it when we talked about the movie. What's his? I'm blanking on the movie, but they're flying in it. It's I know.
So many movies. Iron Man.
No.
Oh, you're talking about the Bryan Cranston movie.
Yes, Bryan Cranston and
what was that movie called? It was the one with Kevin Hart.
Yes, that film.
Good God.
Anyway.
I didn't see it, so.
No, you didn't. But anyway, there's hang gliding in that, and I was like, ooh, I would hang glide before I would parachute. Forget about it. Let's move on to future films and trailers, shall we? There were a lot of trailers. In fact, you saw this one. We talked about it last week, and I saw it already. Frozen 2.
Right.
And, I want to say, you said it was a little dark, but I was like, it was at night. So it was pretty dark.
DJ.
What?
It's thematically darker.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I was just like, oh, it's at night. Although, my question is, she could freeze the entire lake. Why isn't she freezing the ocean? That's what I want to know. What's going on that she's not allowed to use her powers, but to just, walk on water instead of freeze it?
Well, she wasn't as emotionally messed up at that point.
You're probably right.
And she didn't mean to do that on purpose with the
That's
whole...
true.
It was a fjord.
Yes.
It's like a bay.
Okay.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. But also, if you've ever been to a place where large bodies of water have frozen over, it's harder for big bodies of water that are in extreme motion to freeze than it is for a flat, calm body of water.
Yes.
So,
okay, you got a point there.
Yeah.
Cool. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I'm like looking forward to that one. Speaking of Disney movies.
It looks pretty cool, I think.
Yeah. So here's a movie that I saw a trailer for. Matthew McConaughey, Snoop Dogg, Martin Lawrence, Zac Efron, Jonah Hill.
Holy crap. That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. It's called Beach Bum.
Oh, well...
So
McConaughey right there, typecasting.
Bingo, right there. He's the beach bum that's supposed to be this writer or something, and yeah. Looks good. I am definitely going to put that in my eyes. Zac Efron is just hilarious looking in this film. He has some weird sideburns that go on, and
oh man,
yeah, it's weird. You're going to have to see this trailer. It's pretty funny. I am looking forward to that. Saw another trailer for Wonder Park, so kind of getting excited about that film.
Yeah,
I wasn't
that
at
was
first.
Oh, those are some weird sideburns.
You saw a picture.
Yeah, I had to look it up specifically. That's a choice in facial hair and
right
hair dyeing.
Oh wow,
Oof.
yeah. Beach bums. Then Wonder Park, and then I just saw a Angry Birds movie 2?
Yeah, what the heck with the big purple bird and everything's frozen? I was just like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't too into the first one. I did watch it, but I was like, okay.
I started it.
You started it?
Yeah, and then I got distracted by something, and then I left it.
Egon.
No, it wasn't.
No, okay.
I mean, it could have been, but it was kind of the sort of thing where I'm like, well, I could be doing something else right now.
Right now, yeah. Poor Angry Birds. I mean, obviously there's enough viewers to want a second one, but I'm like, okay, I'm not on board with that one. New trailer for Secret Life of Pets 2. That one was better than the teaser.
Oh, Harrison Ford is the big angry dog.
Yes, he is the big angry dog.
It's going to be so good. I was laughing.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
ho.
Yep.
But I like the surly Harrison Ford. So.
And as I was queuing up the wonderful film challenge that we have this week, there was an ad, of course, before it, and it was a movie. It was a trailer for the DC Comics TV show Doom Patrol, and so I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to watch this. A bunch of misfit superheroes, who have their own super villain that they have to take on, and it's a TV series. So
it's kind of like Mystery Men.
Kind of like Mystery Men, but it's probably more like the other DC Misfits superhero group.
Oh, like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and them?
No, that's the Marvel group.
You're right. It's the other ones.
It's
Whoops.
It's the one where with the Joker, the not really the Joker, but the gal.
You're talking about.
Yeah,
God.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking
Harley
about.
Quinn and.
Yeah, I didn't. I know it's super unpopular to say so, but I didn't really like it, so I am drawing a blank right now. It was Harley and all of them.
Yeah,
I get it.
So, but anyway, this one looks actually pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Doom Patrol.
Right.
So, and I wonder if that's related to Doom, the supervillain that kind of crossed between DC and Marvel. That character kind of goes back and forth.
Right.
So, fascinating. Okay, that's all I have for future films and trailers, unless you have something.
No, didn't you see the trailer for the next movie that will make me ugly cry, which is the next chapter in the Dog's Purpose Life movies?
Oh, yes. That was, yeah. That looks good.
So Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Oh, Suicide Squad. Yay! So, but yes, Dog Purpose. It was called The Dog's Journey, right? Is the new one?
No, that's the other dog movie.
Oh, I thought that was
this one's like A Dog's Purpose 2.
Yes, which looks really good because it follows the granddaughter now instead of it looks good. The trailer almost
more sad crying.
Yeah, I was going to say I think the dog dies.
Yeah, like 4 times.
Yeah.
And who was it told me that I could watch A Dog's Purpose and I wouldn't cry because it was okay?
Was it me?
Lies. Whoever it was, it might have been Jimmy. Lies. It was a horrible, horrible tear fest.
Yeah. Even watching the trailer, I felt a little emotional watching it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like...
Exactly.
Hold it in. Quit putting that stuff in front of my movies.
I just want to fly with dragons.
Yes.
Why is the dog die?
Well, I think this is a great segue into what we're going to talk about next week, because you were crying me a river. And I think we should do movies about underwater.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you know what movie is going to go at the top of your list.
I do know what movie is going to be at the top of my list.
I know, too.
So.
It's also super, super high on my list.
Yes. But you'll have to stay tuned till next week to find out.
Or if you've been listening to previous shows, you'll know!
You'll know, exactly. So, water films, there you go. Okay. Underwater, specifically. Underwater.
Underwater.
You know, that's subject to your interpretation of what kind of water it is. Oh. Is it under swimming pool water? Is it under ocean water? Is it under lake water?
Let's be super clear here, because apparently we're not always the most clear, and then that leads to us arguing and nitpicking during the actual lists.
Okay.
Are you talking about the entire film takes place underwater, a majority, or like someone goes swimming for 35 seconds?
I don't think 35 seconds of swimming counts.
Okay.
I really don't.
Like, what about Jaws? Does that count?
Jaws counts. That's a lot of underwater.
Okay.
Yeah, Jaws would count.
What about Lethal Weapon 2 and that lady gets blown up in the swimming pool?
Oh, wow. Well, because, and, you know, there's a lot of that rain that goes on. Gosh.
Okay, does rain count as underwater? I think no.
Okay, that doesn't count. Okay,
so
right.
How about a significant portion of the film must take place in or under the water? How's that?
There is significant amount. Just,
is everyone clear?
I'm clear. I am clear. A significant amount. Then you could get tricky, so you be careful, because then you like if the guy walks around through the whole film with a glass of water on his head, he's underwater.
Name a movie where that happens.
I can't. No, that probably hasn't happened. That would be Stranger Than Fiction.
Right. I don't think that happened in that movie.
Yeah. No, it didn't. It didn't.
Okay. So maybe I'll try to set parameters when we set forth the lists.
If you can.
About that?
That's good. Yeah, you keep me grounded, because I can get way up there.
Grounded.
Yeah, ground me, please. So if you have any, send us a text message or a voicemail message at 512-podcast, or you can email us a voicemail message, or just email us a letter. Shout out at TFW Movies. Just because
Happy Gilmore fights with an alligator in the pond does not make this an applicable film.
Oh, really?
No, that is not enough time in or under the water.
Okay. Does Waterboy count? No. That might count.
He's not in or under the water. He's just in love with the water. You're
right. In love with the water. You're right. That doesn't count. Okay. There you go. At TFW Movies on the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or other things. Or, you could just sign up to the patreon.com/TFW Movies. You don't even have to pay anything to sign up, and you can just send us a message on there if you want to.
Right.
That'd be fun, too. So, that being said, I want to say thank you. That's right. I want to thank Joshua Struthers. I want to thank Big Checho. I want to thank you, Joe Ray, for all your help getting us hooked up here. I also want to thank our hosts, Jim Harris, Beth Labine, DJ McGee, and then a couple of ladies that just really help us out. Dorothy Fielden, Jackie Harris.
Jackie.
What? Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Agreeing with you.
You were. And then, of course, Penny McGee, who...
Hello.
She keeps me grounded, too. Trust me. Holy moly. So, with that being said, and cut.
I'm watching Oculus, boop, do. It's pretty cool. It's nice that you can put on the subtitles and read.